Hello friends, welcome back to my gaming channel New York. So let's continue on our gameplay walkthrough of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. So in the last video I completed this case. Where is it? Love, Death and Cordona. I identified the killer right away. Okay. Pillar of Knives, I also completed this. So I got this new case. Led Zeppelin. I will start with that later. I will start with this one first. Flashes of Merriment. Cordona Stories. Memories of the play. John doesn't remember a thing about the play. If I concentrate, I am sure I can help him recall what we did behind in the Legacy Theatre. The Legacy Theatre wall poster. John noticed a poster on the wall of the Legacy Theatre, located between Bonaparte Street and Jonella Street in Scaladio. The poster announces the exclusive performance of Hamlet staged by children. Let's see this memory. Where was it? Scaladio between Bonaparte Street and Jonella Street. Bonaparte Street. Okay. I haven't found the streets yet. This is Bonaparte Street. Okay, Legacy Theatre. Let's fast travel there. This is the one. Can I go in? I guess I cannot.
Yeah, I still see nothing.
You need to focus, my dear friend. Watch me.
Flashes of me playing
Here's our
Hamlet.
glorious stage. Ring any bells?
Ah, we don't need to dwell on the past, Sherry.
Guest
And
room.
Hamlet's mother, Gertrude, taking poison. What was the name of that girl? Oh, Georgina, of course. She was our neighbour.
Oh, I remember her. She liked you.
John as
There
Yorick.
you were. The best supporting actor. A silent scene partner, my Yorick. Your presence inspired me. And brought me to tears.
Yeah, it hurt to know that's all I could be. Inspiration. I couldn't even play the king's ghost. How's that for irony? To be or not to be? Indeed.
I know why you wanted to forget. The show forced you to confront your limits, except no one else would ever see you but me. Why do you think I cried?
Audience
In the
applauded.
end, the audience was thrilled. You can still hear their roars after the final act.
You were so pleased with yourself when the theatre director came down to admire your work.
Okay. Director was
He
impressed.
applauded. A huge gesture from a man for whom children on stage was an anathema.
He invited us in.
One small step for a man, one giant leap for students of the dramatic arts.
Childhood is a time of naivety. I cannot now imagine seeking a career as an actor, drinking wine all day and gaily treading the boards at night.
Yet you often pretend to be someone else in your search for the truth. You can't act like this side of you disappeared completely.
Quite. This, above all, to thine own self be true.
Flashes of merriment. Case completed. All evidence collected. Long ago, the stage of legacy theatre was closed to children, as the director deemed them incapable of understanding the brilliance of his art. He saw them as no more than brainless savages able to only stream and destroy, never create. Everything changed when I, inspired by Shakespeare's marvelous verse, gathered a bunch of street kids to stage Hamlet on the rear steps of the theatre. When the director saw us perform, his opinion softened and he established a youth program at the theatre. Alas, I never had the opportunity to participate as mother passed, and we soon left Cordona. But I still revel in the thrill of the moment, the quiet rapture of the audience, and their loud applause. Perhaps John is right. If acting is pretending to be something you are not, then I suppose I have never stopped. John's diary. Memories. Flashes of merriment. A poster on the wall of the Legacy Theatre advertised Hamlet, staged by children. Sherry said that Cordona's tradition of youth performances began with us, but I didn't recall even acting in a play. Sherlock took me to the back entrance of the theatre, and there I started to remember. Traditionally, children were not allowed to the stage of the Legacy Theatre, as its director believed they were only capable of noise and nuisance. That didn't stop Sherlock from gathering some street kids at the back of the theatre to perform Hamlet for passers-by. Of course, Sherry was the Prince of Denmark, but my embodiment of Ulrich was the true highlight of the evening. We attracted a considerable audience and the crowd was ecstatic by the end. Oh, what a success! The director, having witnessed the performance, softened his stance and started the youth theatre program. Not long after, Sherlock's mother passed, and we left Cordona without ever stepping foot on the stage. And yet, I see that natural born actor every time Sherry dons a disguise for a case. I once asked Sherlock if he ever considered pursuing a real career in the arts. That is what he said verbatim. Treading the boards is a way of revealing beautiful truths to the world, John, but I would rather reveal the ugly ones. Okay, now let's do this. Led Zeppelin. Observation. Vandalized sign plate. Led Zeppelin 1880 built and brought to Cordona in the name of the power and glory of invaders and will with the assistance of their dog. Every adept will be avenged. Somebody vandalized the airship sign plate on the observation deck near the old city bridge. Using red paint, they have written the word invader over Britain, their dog over the governor's name, and left a message. The airship, as well as the sign plate appeared here this year. Was some tragic event associated with it? Observation deck. We may take a closer look at the airship from the observation deck near the old city bridge. The airship was brought to this island by the governor, evidently to exhibit the military power and the colonial rule of Great Britain. Judging by the vandalized plate, not all Cordona residents approve of this idea. Let's go back to the observation deck. Observation point. Okay. Hello sir, might you be able to tell me something? This is where it happened.
Led Zeppelin, 1880, built in the name of power and glory of invaders with the assistance of their dog, Edric Arat will be avenged.
They put it there so people don't forget they are still in dear old Britain, regardless of the climate.
Either that, or it's a reminder for the locals to behave. Somebody seriously doesn't like this machinery floating above their heads.
If they mean this revenge thing, something bad might happen. Maybe we should look into it. What'd you say, Sherry?
Yeah, I am here to look into it. All evidence collected. An enormous airship floats above the cityscape, easily noticeable from almost every point of Cordona. The airship was brought to the island by the governor, evidently to exhibit the military power and the colonial rule of Great Britain. Judging by the vandalized plate, not all Cordona residents approve of this idea. Okay. So to read about this, I guess we need to go to the old city hall, Cordona City Hall.
Treasure maps from the governor. Find 8 and come back.
Have you found anything helpful?
Time to go to the archive. Period 1880, so 1800. Old City Bridge, so this will be Old City. Officials, business, other. Legal documents, occupation. Nope. All went bad and free. So, what do we do? Um, I don't know. So what? How do we find it? Will be it in the newspaper section? That is Cordona Chronicle. I don't know. I think it will be in Cordona Chronicle. It might not be in City Hall after all. Sometimes it gets difficult to decide which one, Cordona Chronicle or this one. Let's fast travel to Cordona Chronicle.
I wish to be alone.
Yeah, you be alone. Period current year 1880. District Old City. Okay. Article on a riot at the airship gala. The terror below. Airship gala causes unrest. 1 dead. Yesterday, March 16, the Titanic airstrip, dubbed as Led Zeppelin, arrived on Cordona by the efforts of our governor, Sir William Sinclair. This germane militaristic miracle embellished embellished with a giant Union Jack, was intended to inspire pride and unity among Cordona residents of all origin. Regretfully, certain people prefer hatred and discord over unity. During the airship's arrival gala, a group of radically minded Ottoman denizens rallied at the old city market and marched towards the airstrip, yelling anti-British mottos and causing unrest along the way. Cordona police, maintaining order in the streets and protecting citizens, managed to quell the riot by the end of the day. Unfortunately, one resident of the old city, the 15-year-old cobbler's apprentice, Edric Adet, was found dead in the aftermath. At this moment, we don't have any information as to whether Mr. Arat sided with the protesters or if he was an innocent passerby. Either way, we urge you for your own safety and well-being to avoid any unauthorized public rallies and keep your children away from such events. Okay. So we need to go to the old city market, I guess. Old city market. Let's fast travel here. I guess I need to talk to people there.
May I ask you something?
I cannot be of help, sir. Someone else might know better.
Radically minded Ottoman denizens. So let's wear an Ottoman uniform.
Help me, please.
Nothing stands between me and helping a fellow citizen, except the absence of knowledge. Ask someone else.
We're going to blow it out of the sky.
Eavesdrop on where the radicals are planning their intervention. Grandfather's land, take down the airship, tear the flag down, yard behind the horse archway, only a show of force, end the colonial rule.
We're going to blow it out of the sky. I saw it stick in the yard. That should teach the Brits to behave humbly.
Protect my children, artillery weapons. Artillery weapon.
We're going to blow it out.
Okay. People at the old city market talk about a group of Ottomans who plan to take down the airship using some kind of artillery. Their radicals are going to set their attack plan in motion during a secret meeting in the yard at the corner of Sisum Street and Scarlet Street in Old City. The entrance to the yard is behind an archway with a horse above it. Behind an archway with a horse above it. In a corner of Sisum Street and Scarlet Street. Sesame Street, Scarlet Street. This is Scarlet Street. This is Sesame Street. Let's fast travel here. I'm not finding any arch with the head of the horse. This is the only point where these two streets meet. Yard at the corner of Sesame Street and Scarlet Street. Maybe this one? Okay, this is the one. You see the horse
Sure
one?
you want to go in there? Breaking into the secret meeting of those radicals. I don't see how we could pull off any peaceful negotiations.
For radical meetings, John, we have some radical means of negotiation.
You have. not we. Remember? Be careful out there.
Okay.
You have, not we. Remember? Be careful out there.
Looks like we are going in a fight. Yes, just as I expected.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Too simple. Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Who else is coming?
The snuff's ready. Time to knock this guy.
No more crime for you until next month.
Okay.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
You can overcome the brute now.
Don't cry.
Give him the pepper snuff.
And he's done for.
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
He's also done for.
No more.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Who else? Oh shit.
I am invincible.
Time to knock this guy out.
Get ready for some pain.
And they're done.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Don't cry, you'll live.
All of them are taken care of.
Why does this make me feel as if we're the invaders on these people's land?
We came in peace. They put up a fight. Next time they'll think twice.
Peace and trust can win the day, eh, Sherry? At least I'm glad they'll see another one. You did well.
Now, let's check the yard. I want to learn how they were planning to shoot down the airship.
We'd better make it quick. The noise you've caused here may bring us more trouble. I thought you wanted to explore the yard before leaving. We'd better not miss anything important.
Okay.
The radicals plan to load the missile battery onto boats and sail close to the airship.
Plan of the attack. The plan depicts the positioning of the airship over the Cordona shoreline and the ways in which it might be approached by sea from Old City.
So they hope to bring down the airship by using these missiles.
How did a small group of conspirators manage to smuggle artillery to Cordona? How many people are on board that airship? You've just saved their lives, Sherry. Not to mention the people below, should it have crashed on the island. We should call the police to sort this all out.
No need. Somebody from the neighborhood already called them once the shooting began. Besides, I'm not in the mood to explain why I'm standing here, armed, in this grim situation. We did all we had to do. Let the police do the rest.
Okay. All evidence collected. It seems so. If all evidences are collected,
Done
let's
here,
leave.
Sherry. Let's go.
Led Zeppelin completed. So let's see. Led Zeppelin. We have taken down the Ottoman radicals before they managed to carry out the attack on the airship. Now we should check the yard and find out how they plan to pull off the attack. Plan of the attack. The plan depicts the positioning of the airship over the Cordona shoreline and their ways in which it might be approached by sea from Old City. The missile battery. Russian military rockets of the Zasidko system. Ironically, the same missiles were used in Russo-Turkish War of 1828 to storm Turkish fortresses. The missiles are of an old design. The conspirators had to take the battery very close to the target if they wanted to hit it effectively. History. Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin is a massive military airship hovering over Cordona, a blatant display of the British rule with a giant Union Jack on its side. The airship is seen from almost every vista spot on the island. Cordona's governor, Sir William Sinclair, employed all his connections in Germany, his old country, to acquire the airship and bring it to Cordona in 1880. Naturally, not everyone approved of this move. During the airship arrival gala, a group of Ottomen gathered in Old City and marched the streets protesting against the celebration of colonial rule. The protest was quickly stifled by the police. The newspaper called it a riot, but the only victim found in the aftermath was 15-year-old Edric Arat, a local cobbler's apprentice. After the incident, tensions between the Brits and the Ottomans became further strained. More Ottomans came to see Britain as invaders on their historical soil. Soon a group of radicals conspired to avenge Edric and show the British their place by shooting down the airship. Sensing the imminent tragedy, Sherlock and I tracked these radicals to an obscure yard where we were ambushed. Dazed and confused, Sherlock still managed to take them down in a good fight. The evidence there indicates that the radicals were intending to use boats and military-grade missiles, albeit of a rather outdated kind, to bring the airship down. By the end of the day, Sherlock saved countless lives, but I still can't help feeling that we were the invaders in this story. Okay. Cordona cases only left the Treasure Island Stage 1, the Tale of Empty House. Let's do something else instead. There is another case which we might find. Okay, let's see. Where is Silverton? This is Silverton. Drinking Dutchman, yes. Let's go there. Here we should find another case. Let's switch back to our Sherlock Holmes outfit.
Did you hear another sailor drowned on the beach? What an idiot.
Find out where and why the sailor drowned. Ships arrive selling moonshine. Police at the place saw ghosts. Harbor.
Did you hear another sailor?
Ships arrive. Harbor. Beach by the cemetery. Police at the place. Work of a siren. A sailor was found drowned on the beach by the cemetery. People are talking about sirens, but that's just superstition, or is it? Drowned sailor. New cats. Siren song. A sailor was found drowned on the beach by the cemetery. People are talking about sirens, but that's just superstition, or is it? On the beach by the cemetery. So somewhere near here. It said new location found, but it's not showing. Can I even get to this witch? I don't think through the cemetery we can go there. No, this is not the way. Oh, here it is marked here.
And the kiss mark, it's the work of a siren, I'm telling you.
Here to gawk at the bloater?
Not at all, officer. Perhaps I can help.
Help with what exactly? Solving an accident? Fellow drank himself to death, literally. Case closed. It's not the first case, neither. A few days ago, another drunken sailor drowned himself in a fountain.
What about that other sailor?
What can you tell me about the other sailor?
Nothing to tell. Some rich chap complained about a dead body in a fountain. Wasn't me who inspected the scene, though. Should have gone easy on the bottle, if you ask me. They get to shore, they start drinking like fish. Too bad booze doesn't make them grow gills, eh?
May I look around?
I would like to take a look around.
Go ahead. Just don't disturb the evidence, alright? I still have to write my report.
Could a siren be responsible?
There's talk on the streets that a siren could be responsible for the drownings.
A siren? You mean the bird woman kind? Why, of course, we got sirens aplenty round here. Harpies, too. Oh, please.
Okay.
The water is shallow and the slope is smooth. One would have to be dead drunk to drown here. His whole body is tense, stiffened by rigor mortis. A kiss on the forehead is quite intimate, but the vulgar lip rouge suggests a different type of intimacy. Interesting.
Okay.
The face is frozen in a contorted smile.
What's happened? Oh, who is it?
His fingers are clenched as if he's clutching to life even now. Worn, soaked boots, size 8. Something smells fishy here, and it's not brine.
Who is it?
Beach crime scene. The officer believes it was an accident, but something tells me it's a pretty flimsy theory. Mysterious kiss mark. Someone left a kiss mark on the victim's forehead. Why so tense? The entire body is tense, atypical of a drowning victim. Another drowned sailor. Another sailor has recently drowned in the fountain. The police received a complaint about the body. Beach crime scene.
Hobbies are a good way to take the mind off all the murders.
Siren's song. The rumours weren't so absurd after all.
Who is it?
There's still some left, just enough for a tipple.
Wine sample, okay.
It's a good thing the tide hasn't washed away the tracks. I should inspect them more closely. It's a good thing the tide
Hobbies are a
hasn't
good
washed
way
away
to
the
take the
tracks.
mind off all
I
the
should inspect them
murders.
more closely.
Okay, wine sample. I found a near empty bottle of wine close to the drowned sailor. Chemical analysis. -8, 10. Three plus 1, 4 into 2, 8. Sign change -8. 4 addition 1, 5 into 2, 10. So that's -8, 10. Success. The sediment contains cyanide. Crime scene footprints. I found 3 sets of footprints at the crime scene.
Sediment contains cyanide. It turns out he was poisoned.
Didn't the copper say that fellow drank himself to death? He wasn't wrong.
Reinforced police boots, fresh tracks, size 9. Worn boots, size 8. Heeled shoes, size 3.5. Someone went in this direction. Got down through here. Trail ends here. Stood here for a while.
Light tobacco with a hint of citrus. A bright red lip rouge mark.
Okay.
What now? I've still got my report to write, so make it quick.
It wasn't an
I hate
accident.
to break it to you, officer, but it wasn't an accident.
Care to elaborate, smarty boots?
The bottle of wine I found near the victim had been poisoned with cyanide. He was dead before he hit the water.
Whoa, that's a twist. Any leads on the poisoner?
Nothing to put my finger on, but I might need to inspect the other drowned sailor.
Well, of course I won't stop you. It's not my case anyway. We had a complaint about a body in a fountain. Can't have bodies laying about in fountains, can we? It was somewhere in Scaladio, as far as I know. You think they're connected?
That is what I intend to find out. Thank you.
Another drowned cellar.
Who's it?
All evidence collected. Someone left a kiss mark on the victim's forehead. I found a lip rogue stain cigarette made from citrus flavored tobacco. The bottle of wine I found near the victim contains cyanide. It turns out he was poisoned. The officer would surely be interested in this. Another drowned sailor. Another sailor has recently drowned in the fountain. The police has received a complaint about the body. The body was found in Scaladio. So police complaint. So I guess I'll have to go to the police station. Okay. Not this side, the other side. Archive. District Scaladio. Crime complaints. Subjects, witnesses. A sailor was reportedly drowned in a public park at the intersection of Harbour Avenue and Baskerville Street in Scaladio. At the time of death, the victim was presumably under the influence of liquid. The body has a red kiss mark on one of its cheeks. Public park. First, let's get to the case book. A sailor was reported drowned. Okay, I read this. So, intersection of Harbour Avenue and Baskerville Street in Scaladio. Scaladio, Baskerville Street and Harbour Avenue. Harbour Avenue. Baskerville Street. This is the intersection. So this is the park, I guess.
Oh, look, they drained the fountain and removed the body. We're too late.
No matter, we'll work with what we have.
This is number 3. This is 2, 4. This is 1.
Drowning in a 2 feet deep fountain. I've seen some things, but this really takes the biscuit.
Okay. It drowned in a 2 feet deep fountain.
A cotton shawl. Could it be our sirens?
Cotton shawl, okay. Warning letter. Officer Ackley. It has come to my attention that you habitually forgot to collect critical evidence from crime scenes. Such absent-mindedness is unacceptable for a police officer. I wouldn't be surprised if you forgot this note somewhere too. This is your last warning, Ackley. I mean it. Chief Constable Donovan.
A worn leather tobacco pouch, salt stained from a long time at sea.
Okay. That's 2.
Last week's newspaper, the front page reads, "Sky is the limit, Governor funds Arsenal's second airship." A bright red lip rouge mark. Light tobacco with a hint of citrus. A broken bottle with no label.
Okay, so similar kind of things happen here also. And number 4.
The victim won't be needing his cap anymore. I might as well take it.
Cellar cap.
This wine, again. Don't sailors prefer spirits? Drained to the last drop. Ugh, the litter bin is right there.
So now to analyze the scene. It looks like someone was pushed or fell himself. I don't think so.
This
Okay.
sailor is another victim of the same woman. She poisoned him and pushed him into the fountain to make it look like an accident.
Sherlock, the spot where he fell, I saw something. Maybe you should take a look.
Okay. A knife. Not knife.
Great detective
Sorry.
is baffled by a piece of cutlery.
Sorry, not knife, but a spoon. Matchsticks.
A water-soaked matchbox from the Drinking Dutchman. Must be a local pub.
That's where we got the case.
Venetian copper soldi. Authentic, but worthless.
All evidence collected. Cotton shawl. A cotton shawl. Simple cotton shawl I found by the fountain. Warning letter. Park crimes in. The body has been removed, but the police might have missed something. A lip rogue stained cigarette matches the one at the beach. Although empty, the bottle is the same as the one which contained the poison. Siren's modulus operandi. The killer manipulates her victims with the drinking cyanide poisoned wine. After the poison takes effect, she pushes them into the water to make it appear they have drowned. Wet matchbox. A box of matches from the Drinking Dutchman, which I found in the fountain. The pub is located in the southern Silverton near Victoria Bridge. Let's get to the Drinking Dutchman.
Not looking for company, boy. Not in the mood for chit-chat. Get lost. I'm having a tete-a-tete with my rum.
You sure you're in the right place? We don't serve cocktails here.
About the
Looking for
drowns.
information about a sailor who recently drowned in Scaladio. Would you happen to know anything about him?
Maybe, maybe not. Why would I talk to a landlubber about it, eh?
All right then, have it your way.
Okay, let's. I guess you can't change clothes here. Shit, I'm stuck here. Fuck. I got stuck here. Let's load this again. It will obviously load outside. I guess so, at least. First, let's change dress. We got a sailor's cap, right? We have a sailor's outfit. Sailor's uniform.
I'm shipping up to Boston in a few days.
Look who's here.
Hey, Barkeep. Another one over here.
What can I get you, mate?
Nah, I'm good. Don't want to end up like that guy who drowned in the fountain after having one too many.
Aye, I know the fella. Shame, damn shame. But let me tell ya, it wasn't the drink that got him. 'Twas a curse.
Did a siren curse him?
I guess. It had something to do with the siren.
No way, mate. That's just a daft superstition. I'm talking about a real curse here. He was from HMS Achilles. Some British schooner, nothing special. Except one of them Jack Tars shot an albatross. Everyone knows it's bad luck. Everyone. The dimwit brought the curse upon his whole crew. 3 are dead already.
3 people are
Wait,
dead?
I've heard of only 2 such accidents. Are you saying that another man drowned?
Drowned or not, they've all kicked the bucket. Just this morning, another member of the crew was found dead. It's a curse, I'm telling ya.
Now we're obliged to find
How
out
do
if
you
it's
know-
really a curse.
How do
Let's go
you
and take a look at that sailor.
How do you know all that?
It must indeed be the curse, but how do you know all that?
Why, he told me the whole story himself.
The victim told you?
His crewmate. The one who killed an albatross, Harry Thorne. He's renting a room upstairs. Every day, he gets completely rat-arsed, raving on and on about the bird around his neck. He's sleeping it off right now. But when the blighter wakes up, it'll be the same thing all over again.
Got another
Do
room?
you have a free room?
Certainly do. Dirt cheap. Here's the key. Go pick anyone you like.
Giant Sparrow Club.
Oh, it smells of stale cigarettes and damp bed sheets. Not exactly the best place to stay in town. Oh, the smell alone makes me feel groggy.
Drinking Dutchman.
The same as we saw earlier. She's pretty free with her kisses.
Perhaps too much for her own good.
Letter from Eliza. My dear Harry, you probably don't remember me, but I remember you. How could I ever forget our shared night of passion? Now that you have returned to Cordona, why don't you go visit me at the Garden of Delights? You won't regret it, I promise. And don't you worry about the money. You are my very special client. Thinking of you, Eliza.
The photo of the cursed crew. Here's Thorne, and right next to him, our first drowning victim.
Well, the second one.
Crew of HMS Achilles, Cordona, 1879.
Now we walk into a trap, guns blazing. The game is afoot, Sherry boy.
Well said. I think I'll borrow that line from you, old chum.
Key evidence collected.
He's really gone on a binge.
He's out cold. No use trying to wake him.
All evidence collected. Okay, the bartender doesn't look kindly to land lovers. He knows something he won't tell yet. Another dead sailor. We have learned about another dead sailor in the alley behind the Giant Sparrow Club on Queen Street near the intersection with Gloria Lane in Scaladia. John asked me to check it. Guilt-ridden Marina, the victim's crewmate, is renting a room at the Drinking Dutchman. Letter from Eliza. Photograph of Harry Thorne, crew member of crew of HMS Achilles, Cordona, 1879. Okay, I will stop here now. I will continue from here in the next video. Bye bye.